Hi guys, okay, exciting day. Not only is it election day, woo woo, it is also the day that I'm going to teach you how to check out library books without ever coming to the media center. Okay, so this is really exciting for me and I am super pumped and I hope you guys use this method to get library books. So first you have to get to my website and there are 3 different ways you could do that. The first way is if you are on a school iPad, there is an icon on every single school iPad now that links you to the Media Center website. Now, the Media Center website, once it's clicked, looks like this. You guys are used to finding that here. It's that white button with the black WIX in it. But the first time you click that icon, it's not going to look like this. So it's been confusing a few people. Now, after that first time, it will look like this. But the very first time, it hasn't loaded the website ever on the iPad. So it doesn't know that this is like the icon for that web generator. So it is a gray circle that has like this little gray world in it. But no matter what, underneath it, it will always say ES Media Center. So just look for the icon that has ES Media Center under it. And you can click that. That will take you directly to my website. So that's one way. And probably the easiest way when you're at school. The second way is if you go through your teacher's Schoology page. So do you see how we have the specials folder under? I'm on Miss Glover's page right now. I love her first slide. If you go under the specials lesson and you see our specials door, we haven't changed our costumes from Halloween yet. But if you go under the specials door and you click on media, that will take you to my website as well. It takes you automatically to my lessons page. So the lesson we're doing, the virtual students are doing that week. And then you can come over to resources, or you can go the long way. And I'm going to show everybody how to go the long way too. First, you have to go to Lake Norman Charter. So, I'm going directly to the elementary school. So I don't have to switch schools. If I was on the main school, I'd have to, like the main page, I would have to switch to the elementary school. Go to academics, specials, media, and then here is my website. So we went all around the world to get here. Once you're at this is the home page, by the way. So it looks different than the lesson page. Once you're at my website, go to resources. And the very first link on resources is access to Destiny. Now, Destiny is the website that houses all of our books. And so you have to get here in order to request a book from me. I'm going to scoot my screen over a little bit because you need to see this login button. Now, you will log in with your student ID number. Just like you use for Schoology, you use your student ID number. It will be your username and your password. What was I going to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say. Normally, I get all these kind of crazy notifications on here too, and I don't know how to turn them off. Normally, when you log into like Overdrive or Tumble Books or any of those websites that I have shown you how to get online books from, you have to put LNC in front of your student ID number. That's because it's through the Charlotte-Mecklenburg library system, and they have to know what school system you're with, so they require the LNC in front. My system won't put letters. It only does numbers. So it's just your student ID number, no letters. So I'm going to log in real fast because I'm using all of Ridge's information. So oh, no, that's mine. Let's switch to Ridge. Alrighty. So we're in. Now I got to scoot over a little bit. Poor Ridge always uses his account for everything. And he always likes people to know that all the books on his account pretty much are not his because I use his account to demonstrate stuff. And so he's like, you put the weirdest books on there. Why does it keep saying this quirky stuff? Stop it. Alrighty. Okay, so there are 2 tabs, Catalog and My Info. If you go click under My Info, it's going to show you, this is Ridge's account, the materials that he has checked out or that I just checked out to him. So I have an example. It says fines right here, but guys, you should never have fines. We don't do fines in our library. Fines are if like you turn in a book late, and I don't consider books late. So if you have lost a book, it shouldn't say fine. We do pay for lost books, but we don't ever pay fines. So if anything shows up here, let me know and I can fix that on your account. And then we have holds. Holds are books that you have requested, or in Ridge's case, the books that I have requested for him as demonstrations to classes. So how to request a hold. Once they're requested here, I know that you want them and I can check them out to you. So this is what you do. You go to Catalog, and you search whatever you want. So let's search Dogman because that has been the book I have been using to show everyone. Now, if you look over here, you have the title of the book, and then it shows you how many copies are in the library right now. I have no copies right now, but I do have one copy that should be turned back in at some point. So 0 of 1 available, 0 of 3 available, 3 of 6 available. All right, so let's click on Dogman Unleashed because there's some available in the library. And then you can read all about the book to see, hey, have I read this Dogman yet before? Oh, I gotta move my head again. Alrighty. You can read about it to see if you've read that Dogman book before. And if you decided you haven't and you want it, you click this hold button right here. Hold it. Your hold cannot be placed. You've already requested a copy of this. So if you are trying to request a second copy, it's not going to let you. Let's go back to catalog, and we're going to talk Dogman again. Let's scroll down so I get to one that I haven't. All right, 1 of 3 available for Grime and Punishment. That's a new one, and I have it in here right now. So we're going to click hold it on that one. And it says the hold has been requested. So if I come back to my info, I can look and see that I've got Grime and Punishment requested right here. Now, I do have people that run into the issue of, Ms. Whitfield, I requested a book and I don't want it anymore. Well, this is what happens. If the book is available in the library, then you can't cancel the request. Not a big deal. So what happens is once you've requested a book, I will check it out to you and put it in your teacher's box with a sticky note on it that has your name so your teacher knows who to give it to. When you're done reading that book, you put it in the purple media box outside the media center. So I'm sure most of you have seen that new purple box that sits outside the media center. It says media books on it, and you just drop it in the slot like it's a mailbox. It kind of is a mailbox. You're sending me book mail. And then at the end of every day, I check it and I scan all the books in that have been dropped off. Now, if you're coming to media, please don't put your books in there because I check those in as soon as you get here. But if you are not one of my media students right now, that's how you can return books to me, and this is how you can check out books. If you request a book that is not available, you know how some of those says 0 of 1? Let's go back and see if I can actually show you. I think it blocks you after 4 requests. You can't make any more requests after 4. Dogman. Oh, I already have Grime and Punishment requested. For whom the ball rolls. Here we go. Hold it. So there was 0 of 4 available. It says the hold has been requested, but when I come to my info, because this one wasn't in the library when I requested it, I can delete that request. Yes, I want to delete that request. Done. Also, I have some friends who get confused, and it's like this big website, and you can't see any pictures. So sometimes it's a good idea to start with your favorite author. So what if Roald Dahl is one of your favorite authors? You can type in Roald Dahl. You can click author. It will show you all the Roald Dahl books we have. Same thing with Mo Willems. So my suggestion to friends who get overwhelmed with this kind of system, because I mean, there aren't pictures, I get that, is to search for your favorite authors more so than titles of books. You also can search with like theme. Let's say you're doing a research project on sharks. So you could type shark and do keyword shark, and it's going to pull up all the books that have shark in any of the keywords. So the keyword being the title, or if you click into the book, you'll see shark right here in the description. So title or description. Let me see. It won't let me go. We'll go back to search results right here. If you hit the back button, it will take you out of the system altogether. So don't hit the back button. How can you tell it? Like if you're doing a research project on sharks, you're not going to want a fiction book. So you're not going to want Misunderstood Shark because we know that that's a picture book. But how can you tell on the system? Look at the call number. So call numbers that start with E or F are going to be E or our picture books because E stands for everybody, and F stands for fiction. And then we have the author's first 3 letters of their last name. So Amy Dyckman, E, D-Y-C, and Lauren Tarshis, F, T-A-R. But if the call number is an actual number, then that means it is a nonfiction book. One other way to tell is not all nonfiction books got the call number with the actual number. Some of them just got NF because we didn't have the actual number at the time that we entered them in. So it'll say NF here, and that lets you know it's nonfiction. But if you click into one of those that say NF, it's not going to tell you anything up here because it was like kind of added quickly, and we've got to go back in and add more information about that book. So you know how to get to my website. You know how to place a request for a book and what will happen when you do place that request. You know how to return that book to me. You know how to search for authors or just like types of books. You know how to search with like a keyword. And you know how to tell the difference between a fiction book and a nonfiction book when you do it. So you should have the media world at your fingertips now. Have a great day, guys.